Hello ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back to my channel. So you guys asked and Mom is going to deliver today. You guys wanted her to do some cooking videos on my channel. She's the master chef. She cooks for a living. The kitchen is her office. This is where she does the magic. You see all the food she cooks on Saturdays and you guys always comment. So today she's going to show you some of the things that she cooks.
Before I started,
yes,
I just like to say thank you to all of you. I read one comment, so many of you say, oh, you know, do some cooking with Mom. And honestly, I just don't like coming on camera. I hide it.
Yeah.
So today I'm gonna do jollof rice, how I make it.
And hers always tastes better.
Most of you know how to do jollof rice. This is the way I do mine. I like using a lot of fresh ingredients, and the one ingredients I really like using is fresh tomatoes. So for me, when tomatoes is on season, I buy a lot. I blend them, I cook them, I freeze them, and when I'm making stew, soup, anything, I can use it. And this is one of them. I done it earlier. And the next one, I got 3 onion. Here I got a bottle of garlic, which I'm going to use some. And here I got 500 grams of tomato paste. And here I got my seasoning. Look, you can use any seasoning you like.
Yeah, so this one is chicken seasoning powder, yeah.
And I love using that one. And here I've got oil. This is the oil I used earlier to fry my meat. For me, it's always nice to use the oil for the cooking, you know, especially if the meat flavor is in. And here I got 2 kind of diced tomatoes. And here I got meat. You know what I was telling you, that, you know, to make things easy and quick. When I go to market and I get meat, it's cheap, I buy them. I cook them, I fry them, I put them in the freezer. And this is one that I prepared earlier. And here, another thing I prepared earlier was chili. This 2 cube is chili. It's chili, onion, garlic, and ginger. Blend it together, put them in the ice cube and freeze them. When I need it, I just take 1 or 2, depending on what I want the food. This one is ginger, fresh ginger. I bought it and then I did the same process, freeze them, and when I need it, I use it. And this little thing here is basil. Because in my garden, I got so much basil, it get white, and sometimes you don't know what to do with it. So I do the same process. I blend it, I cube it, and when I need it, I use it. These 2 tomatoes, I'm going to do the same job like this one. But because I always have this in the freezer, I intend to use what I have in the freezer, you know, to save money. But if you don't have this one, which is most of you, it's not going to get this one done. It's so good to use this one too. Alright, now I'm going to start chopping the onions so we can start the cooking. For me, you know, I remember growing up in Ghana, if you're chopping onion for something, they have to be really fine and small. I love onion and I don't like small onions, so with my cooking, I chop onion rough. So, you know, it's up to you how fine you want your onion, but you don't have to do what I'm doing. If you like chunky onion, chop it, that's what I do. I like chunky onion. Okay, now my oils is going in. Remember the oil I told you from the meat? Okay, because Lavena is making this rice slash watching me. The one I'm cooking today, I'm cooking 12 carbs. It's double what Abraham showed in the video. And because of that, I need to put a little bit more oil. You know, making jollof rice, you know,
she said it's the oil that actually,
to me, it's the oil that it makes it. I know we're all trying to eat healthy, but some stuff, you know, you have to add that oil. You can't avoid the oil. So I mean, the oil I put it in maybe 1.5 cups,
yeah,
maybe.
So be generous with the oil. Yeah,
be generous with your oil. And for me, I always like my oil to be hot before I put the onion and everything in, so you know, it speed up the cooking process. So now the oil is hot enough, so I'm gonna put my onion in. So now the chili that I showed you before, I defrosted and I got at least 3 tablespoons out of that, because this one rice I'm making, somebody is buying it and the person actually like chili. So I got that. And then remember I show you ginger and basil. That one is going into, and the ginger was about a tablespoon, and then the basil was about half teaspoon. So now we've got everything in. We're gonna cook it. If you don't have basil, you don't have to put it in, but I just like a lot of herbs in my cooking, so I use this one a lot, and also I use rosemary a lot. If I don't have fresh ginger, this is something I buy from shop, just crushed ginger I buy from shop, and I use that one a lot in my cooking too. And also if I don't have fresh chili already prepared, I use chili powder, and that's fine. I think I missed something. When I put the ginger and everything in, because I love garlic, I always put extra garlic in my cooking too. So I'm putting 2 tablespoons of garlic mix into my jollof rice. Okay, I let this cook for about 5 to 8 minutes, and now I'm about to put my tomato paste in. So this is 500 grams tomato paste.
So you're using the whole bottle?
I'm using the whole bottle for this pot, 12 cups. I use the whole 500 grams. I don't like wasting things, so I always, put a little bit of water in, rinse it, and add it to it. We're going to cook this one for about 5 minutes. I've been cooking this one for about 3 minutes now, and I mean you have to keep stirring it because it's tomato paste, it's always stick to the bottom, so I've been stirring it most of the time. It looks good to me now, so we're ready to put the crushed tomatoes that I prepared earlier, fresh tomatoes, so it's going in now. Okay, now it's in. And the good thing, because the tomatoes is already cooked, when you add it to this tomato paste mix, it doesn't take long at all, and it's ready to put the rice in. So let's say we're going to cook this one for another 5 minutes, then we'll be back. We've been cooking this for, let's say, about 10 minutes, because you're always going to make sure that it's not too tomato sweet. And now I'm about to put my rice in, and this cup I'm holding is actually 4 cups, so I'm putting 3 of this one in. That will give me 12 cups, so 3. And now I'm putting my meat in, because my meat is already cooked and prepared. I don't need to put them early, so now I'm about to put my meat in. I'm gonna stir it. Okay, now I'm gonna keep stirring this. See, as you can see right now, it's really wet. That's because of the stew that I just add the rice to. And to me, to make rice a little bit dry, I'm gonna keep sort of stirring this, Ghana, like I said, kind of, frying this a little bit before I add the water to it. One thing is, I kind of realize is to make jollof rice is hard. It gets soggy and glaggy and it's all stick together. So a lot of people prefer
the basmati rice.
Yeah, to do the jollof rice, but to be honest, I don't like that rice. I personally don't like it. So I use Jasmine rice for all my cooking, and it come out really good too. Ghana, they call it a perfume rice.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, you see how it was really wet when I first put it in? The more I leave it in and keep stirring, it's getting a little bit dry, and it's not done yet. I'm still gonna, keep stirring it.
And also fry a bit more?
Fry it a bit more, yeah. And right now, I'll be stirring for a little while. I'm gonna put the lid back on the rice for maybe 2-3 minutes. Then I open it and see how it is. Okay, now I've been covered for maybe 2-3 minutes. Now I think we're ready to add the water. So see how it was really wet beginning. This is how we made the rice a bit more like
piece.
Yeah. And then my money,
Are you gonna switch back to English?
No, I will. Mommy kechi kakra.
Okay.
Say no. And mama, you're ready. Okay. The rice is ready, and I'm cooking 12 cups of rice. To show you how much water I put in there, I'm actually going to measure it because I'm a person, everything I do, I never measure. So to do this video and show you everything it's actually really hard for me because everything is like bam, 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 and it's done. But today I'm actually going to measure. So I got a kettle of water. This jar is 1 liter. So I got 1 liter of water, and now it's going in. That's 1 liter of water. What left is about 600 ml. So 12 cups of rice.
So you used about 1.6.
I used about 1.6 liters of
water.
Hot water.
Boiling hot
water. The water has to be really hot. Okay. Now, before I stir it all through, I'm putting like 3 tablespoons of that chicken powder. Because I cook this rice all the time, I know I can even close my eyes and I know how much going in. So 3 tablespoons
will be just right.
Just perfect size
for the salt. For the 12 cups.
Yeah, for the 12 cups. But if you're doing like half, you have to sort of divided everything I did into like 2 or 3, how much you want to cook. But if you're having like a party, about 20 people is coming, this pot will feed them.
For 20 people?
Yeah, it will.
Wow.
It's a lot of rice here.
Well, it depends on how much jollof everyone's eating.
Okay.
If you're like me and you see jollof and your eyes start
get bigger
than your stomach.
All I want to show you today is it's not that hard to put jollof rice together for the party, because a lot of people can't cook so much jollof rice one time. Has to be a little bit, but cooking these 12 cups is hard, but it's not that hard.
Yeah. And that's because you had everything prepared ahead of time.
Yeah,
that's what makes it easy.
Okay, now let's put lid on it, and maybe we'll come back like 5 minutes time and stir it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now been about 5 minutes. I came back. I'm gonna stir it. And one thing also, if you're using basmati rice, and because that rice is a bit hard, you might need more than the water that I show you. So that one is all up to you. I'm gonna lower the fire a little bit, not so much. For me, I don't lower it too much, because the lower the heat, the longer the rice take to cook. All you have to do, make sure you got enough flame going under there, but be around that rice and just keep stirring it, keep checking it often, then it'll be quicker. Now I rinse the plastic, and I know a lot of you doesn't like putting plastic on your rice, which is fair enough. You can use foil, you can use baking paper, whatever you prefer, but for me, I find it, because at this stage of cooking it's all about steam, and the plastic give you an extra steam,
Which helps cook.
Which is helps cook, and it's also help not adding so much water into the rice. That's why I personally prefer plastic on top of the rice, but you really don't have to use the one you feel like is comfortable for you. Now it is 5 minutes, and I came back to check how the rice is going. So I open my bag, and then I stir it. See, the reason why I say, you know, leave the stove a little higher, it's like almost done. But if you leave it for a long time without coming back and stir it, it might burn on the bottom. But if you stir like every 5 minutes, you might get like this part, which is nothing. That's the best part. Then you just stir it together again. So let's give it another 5 minutes, and we'll come back and see if our rice is done. Okay, let's put our plastic bag on top. Came back for another 5 minutes. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, trying to stir this rice like every 5 minutes. That's the only way that it can be quick cooking and it doesn't burn. I think our rice is ready. Okay, now I'm gonna take this rice. I'm sure it's cooked. It's nice. Okay, now the rice is done. And this is one of my secrets. When I cook rice, because it's so many in the pot, you leave it in the pot, it all becoming like one.
And it sticks together.
It sticks together, especially because it's a Jasmine rice. If you tip it into the bowl like this and sort of give it a little stir, and it breaks it apart a little bit, so it doesn't, like, you know, all come together like one big rice ball. So, you know, when I say you can actually use Jasmine rice for jollof rice, this is what I mean. And this rice is not soggy. It's nice and dry. It's tasty. The spice is hidden in there. So that's it. This is our jollof rice. And I mean, if I said that if you're having a party, you can feed 20 people with this rice.
Actually, yeah.
There's a lot in there.
Watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please thumbs up so Mum will come back and do another cooking video on my channel. If you try the recipe, let me know as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Maybe I'll see you next time.
It tastes really good too. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Bye, love you. Bye.
Bye. Sebastian, say bye. Bye.